Hello. Well, if you are seeing this video, then go me. I figured out the editing. Um, if you're not, it's in the trash somewhere. But I have been wanting to do this for a while, and I am like any other grandmother. Technology confuses me. It challenges me. I have no clue. And I've been wanting to do a what's sold video. So I figured I am going to give it a try and I'm going to see if I can get it figured out. If not, you'll never see this. I figured what time would be better than the first of the year, fresh out of the gates, 2022. So let's try to do this. Okay, so I am just going from the first of the year, 1st of January 2022, and gonna share with you what items that I have sold, how much I sold for, what I had into the item, and what shipping and handling that the buyer paid. So, here we go. Now, if everything works perfectly and I get this figured out, I'm hoping that up in here you will see a picture of the item. Okay? Here we go. First sale of the new year was a vintage child's toy metal egg beater. It had a red wooden handle on it. It was marked Betty Taplin, which is a brand of those children's toy kitchen utensils and stuff. It sold for $5.50. The buyer paid $4.90 in shipping. And I had absolutely nothing into this. It was free. That was one of the items that I got free from my cousin Debbie. So, moving on, my second item was Hallmark Christmas ornament. It was the classic American car series. I don't know how many is in this series, but there's several. But the one that it was 1969 Hearst Oldsmobile. The buyer paid $6. It sold for $6. The buyer paid $4.85 in shipping. And that item was free. It came from my cousin also. Number 3 was a really bright, colorful Christmas ornament. It was a ball. It's a Dear Santa, I've been so good. And it had a red and white striped ribbon hanger on it, I believe. But it sold for $8.99. The buyer paid $4.90 shipping. And that item was free from my cousin also. There's a lot of these free in here this time. Then moving on, I sold a lot of 3 hand-painted ceramic Christmas ornaments. They were little girls in bonnets, kind of resembled like what you would think of as like the Holly Hoppy style, you know. But anyway, a lot of my stuff I list buy it now, and I don't know how these... I had several sets of Christmas ornaments that somehow got listed as auction. I mean, evidently I did it because, you know, I do the listings, but I don't know why I did it. Whether I just wasn't paying attention, I have no idea. But I didn't list them as buy it now. I had listed them as an auction item. And I believe that I started it at like $12.99, but they ended up selling for $16, which, hey, I'll take. And the buyer paid $4.95 in shipping. Those little ornaments was also free. The next two items went to the same buyer, so I combined shipping for her. The first thing was a lot of Barbie accessories that had shoes, purses, you know, all kinds of little accessories. There was 16 pieces. It sold for $4.99. And then the second thing that she bought was a set of 29 pieces. It was a 1995 Mattel Barbie Garden Party accessories. Like, looked like it had a little park bench, had a little arch and all these little flowers that you could decorate with and everything, and a little tea card, I think. It was real cute, but it sold for $19.99. There again, I combined shipping, so she paid between the shoes and purses and the garden party pack. She paid shipping of $8.04. And I believe, I can't remember exactly, but I think I got that stuff in a bag at Goodwill for like $2.99. The next item is it was called Waiting on Santa. It was a Winnie the Pooh and Piglet Christmas ornament. They were sitting in a little recliner. I believe they were like asleep, and it had a little plate of cookies next to it and a glass of milk, and had a little letter, you know, by it. The buyers, let me see. It sold for $4. Buyer paid $4.90 in shipping. I think I had probably 25 cents into that. I had bought a bag of ornaments at Goodwill for like $1.99, so I think I had like a quarter into that. The next is a lot of 3 amber colored, like crackled glass ornaments, ball ornaments. They were really heavy. They were really pretty. They sold for $25.99. Buyer paid $8.45 shipping, and those ornaments were also a freebie. So that was a good one. Next, we have a vintage Avon Christmas Santa Claus enameled little pin, Christmas pin that you'd wear on your lapel or something. I got a whole bag full of Christmas jewelry that had pins and earrings and things in it from the auction. I'm kind of figuring I probably had like 25 cents to 50 cents an item into these. The pin sold for $4 and buyer paid $4.15 in shipping. The next is a set of 3 hand-painted ceramic Christmas ornaments. These were really cute. They were little, they were vintage. I would say they were probably made back in the 70s. It was a little gingerbread man and woman and the little house. Buyer paid $13.99 for them, and then a $4.95 shipping. And those ornaments was a freebie also. I'm telling you, if people want to give you things, take it. Take it. Next up is a lot of 4 hand-painted ceramic ornaments. These were hobbyist pieces also. You know, somebody went to the ceramic shop. That was very popular back when I was little. I used to love to go with my Aunt Darlene to the ceramic shop on a Saturday and get to paint something. That was always a treat. So these were vintage Christmas ornaments. One of them was dated on the bottom, 1981. You know, I didn't write down what, I believe these look like little carolers, maybe. Little girl carolers with like hooded coats on. Buyer, let's see, they sold for $5 and buyer paid $5.65 in shipping, and those were also free. Next up is a pair of vintage clip-on earrings from, I believe that these were probably Avon. They were shaped like little drums. They were green enamel. They had gold tone to them, but they were clip-ons. Again, these came in an auction haul, so I'm thinking that I had 25 cents in each item. They sold for $4, and the buyer paid $4.80 shipping. Next up was a vintage litho print of two kittens with some daffodils. It was in a plastic, like a white or an ivory colored frame. It was plastic. It was dated back into the 1970s. I got it at a thrift store for $1. It sold for $13.99, and the buyer paid $7.95 shipping on it. Next up was a vintage Mormon sales reference manual from the 1970s. Said Quincy, Illinois in it. I bought several of this Mormon feed advertising things in a flat at the auction. I give $6 for the flat. I have sold several items out of it, and you know, made more than my money back on the first item that I sold. So this was pure profit. The book sold for $9. Buyer paid $6 shipping and handling. I also sold 3 vintage wooden Christmas ornaments. There was a train, a teddy bear, and a tree with little gingerbread men hanging on it. They sold for $5. Buyer paid $4.75 shipping, and these ornaments was free also. Next up was a Tennessee Titans miniature mug. It's about an inch tall. They're little bitty. My brother, I have got my brother started into selling on eBay also. And he found these at an auction. There was I think there was 52 in the box. These were the little ceramic mugs that came in the plastic bubbles that you got out of the little vending machines, you know, that sit outside in the stores and Walmart, you know, and all that stuff. These come out of those. And he found these at an auction. He was like, you know, I think that we could make some money on them. He said there's 52 of them, and even if we sell them at $5 a piece, you know, that's what, $250. So we paid $22 for the flat. So my half was $11. We split them up. I got, 26 or something, 26, 27. So anyway, that's the first one that I've sold out of it. It sold for $5.45. Buyer paid $5.50 shipping and handling on it. And yeah, so I've got, I think I have 2 or 3 more of those listed, but I don't have them all listed. So I need to get in gear and get those listed, and they're all different teams. I mean, there was about every team in the NFL, I think. So Anyway, some of them were still in the plastic bubbles, and some of them were, this one wasn't. It was out of the bubble, and it sold. Okay, so the last item that I have for you in this What Sold video is a vintage Happy Clown with, it had a little hula hoop. It was in a little red and white polka dotted outfit. It was cute, you know, I keyworded all of that. It sold for $5. Buyer paid $4.65 in shipping, and that item was free also, so I didn't have anything into it. So, you know, like I said, if people say, I've got all this stuff and I'm going to throw it out if you know, if you don't want it, if you're into reselling, take it. These little $5 sales, I mean, they add up. And I know a lot of resellers that they're like, I'm not going to mess with that. That's not worth my time. It doesn't take but a minute to list. You don't have any cost into it. Even if it's $5, I don't know about you, but my pops taught me that if I was walking across the parking lot and seen a $5 bill floating by, you pick it up. I mean, that's just common sense. So anyway, you know, grab those things. If there's stuff in it that you don't think will sell or that you don't think is worth it, then you can get rid of it. But, you know, here's a lot of examples of things that I sold that was going to get tossed in the trash. And I didn't have any, you know, I didn't have any money cost into it. So, and something else I wanted to mention to anybody that's reselling and maybe just starting out. I struggled with the fact of holiday items, when to list them. And I had heard people say, you know, don't list them until before the holiday, you know, a month or two before the holiday. I've heard resellers say, list it all year long, you know, if you get it listed, it doesn't matter. And I think the proof is in the pudding here. I mean, I know Christmas has only been, you know, 3 weeks away and it's still in people's heads, but I have sold more Christmas items the last 3 weeks than what I did before Christmas. It's crazy. I don't know why. I have no idea, but you know, hey, I'm happy to sell it and move it along. So anyway, like I said, if you're seeing this video, then I figured it out. And hopefully I can keep track and keep on doing these. This was the first #1 what sold. So hopefully I'll figure it out and we'll have soon a #2 what sold video. So take care, guys. Have a good evening. You guys might be seeing this tomorrow morning. It takes my videos forever to upload. I don't know why. But regardless, have a good day. And in a world that you can be anything, be kind to each other. Okay? I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.